Good morning. Thank you for joining our second video, which is on reading and understanding your bills. This is followed on from our energy saving tips video last week, and that was a basic video which shows you how to save energy around the house by just adopting some energy saving tips. So you can have a look at that video. It's on our website, and it's also on the Cook Rosso Facebook page. So reading and understanding your bills. I've got an example bill here, which information is all made up just for the purpose of this video. So again, you'll start off with looking and checking the address. Make sure it's correct, make sure it's got your name on it. Also, if you're living in a block of flats, make sure it's got the correct flat number and flat position on it as well. Then you look at the bill date. When you received the bill or when the bill was issued, and again the bill period. So this is the period that you're being billed for. For example, it could be a monthly bill, so it could be from the 15th of April to the 15th of May. If it's a quarterly bill, which is 3 months, so that should take you up from, for example, February to April. So always check your bill period is correct and it's followed on from your previous bill. The customer reference number is the number that you're identified by on the energy provider's database, and that's the number that you give when you phone up to the energy provider, or if you're going online, that's the number that you use. So also make sure that's correct as well. When you pay, and this is your payment date, so it takes a couple of days for the bills to be processed, or the payment to be processed. So make sure you have your bill in on the date that's provided. Again, another example of a bill. Each company will have their own kind of layout and their own information that they'll provide to you. So if the cursor decides to work, we'll look at the breakdown of your bill. So the breakdown bill it includes the period that you're being charged for. It'll include any debt or any credit that you have on your bill. So if you've got debt, that'll be added on to your final amount. If you've got credit, it'll be deducted from your final amount. It should also include your VAT, which is at 5%. It should also then include your any discounts. So warm home discount, dual fuel discount, direct debit discount, any discounts that they'll apply should be deducted from the final amount, and it should give you a final amount of how much you need to pay to the company. So again, it's important to check that all your discounts are coming off. If you've got any debt, it's the correct number that they've calculated. If you've got any credit, it's coming off your final payment as well. So it's again important to check this information. On one of the pages of the bill, you should receive a kind of further breakdown of what you're being charged and what your readings are. So your readings are either estimate or they're actual. For the estimate, it's what the energy company thinks you're using. So this could be on your previous month's consumption, or if you've just moved in, it could be again on the previous tenant's consumption as well. So it's important to record your actual reading. So how do you do that? You can do that basically by going online. You can give them a phone if you want to, or you can, if you've got a smart meter, then that kind of automatically gives them your actual reading. So it's important to have to ensure that you're getting billed on your actual reading and not based on an estimate, because you could be paying more than what you're using. Obviously, in winter and summer, your energy bills are going to differ as well, because in winter you might be using more, being cold, so you might be using more heating. So your bill might be slightly more than what it is in the summer months. So always check this information as well and record your actual readings. It's really important to do so. The rest of your bill should be made up of your unit charge per kilowatt hours for electricity. So check again that you've got your unit charge on it, and your standing charge is your daily charge that you pay every day to the energy provider for providing you with electricity and gas. So when you sign up to an energy company, they should give you a breakdown of how much they're going to charge you for unit charge and standing charge. And you can do a comparison between which company is charging you more and which company is charging you less. They're most likely to be similar, but you can have a look when you're doing an online tariff review, which I'll do with you next week, and I'll show you how to check this information. Discounts, so make sure all your discounts are applied, your dual fuel, if you're paying by direct debit, you might be getting a discount as well, a warm home discount as well, which is £140 off your winter bill. So make sure all your discounts are applied before giving you the total amount, and of course your VAT is applied at 5% as well. Very small kind of short video on how to read and understand your bills. It's important to check this information. Sometimes we forget to check and we're actually paying more than what we're actually using. So it's a good way to save some money. If you've got any question in regards to your bill, if you're in debt, or if you just want some general information how to do a tariff review, you can email me on the email address that's provided or give me a call as well. If you've got any general questions or comments, please leave them below the video, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next week.